My name is Nguyen. I'm 29 years old and I'll be competing in the bikini model division. Yeah, I used to be fat. I lost about like 50 pounds, 50 to 60 pounds. Like after college, I was in a depression where I kind of ate everything, not realizing that I was gaining the weight. People were telling me that I was gaining weight, but I grew up tiny, so I was like, no, I'm not gaining weight, I'm still small. And so one day I went from a size 1 in jeans to a size 12. And then that's when I realized that I had gained all this weight. Being in my early 20s, I didn't have that mindset that I have now. So putting myself through the gym was very tough. Like I didn't see the results and I would give up right away. What time is it? Okay, it's 10.
You want some more? Yeah, okay. How was your 6 a.m. client? Yeah.
Yeah, she's fine.
She said she wanted to do some photos stuff.
She'd rather get sessions added on than do photos.
Really? I feel that though.
Well, it's because she doesn't want her husband to know. That's why me and Vanessa really just get the divorce.
About her working out?
Yeah, he doesn't know about her working out for the past 3 months. She's just randomly losing weight and he's just like, what? I don't think he's even noticed, to be honest. Yeah.
I'm sure he'll notice eventually, but some things people are a little nervous about talking about.
And it's hot in here.
So he hasn't mentioned anything. It's warm. You want me to turn a fan too?
Please.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Now you both have, like I said, you both have this history of your own stuff. So what needs to be identified is like, if you're like, you know, Ben, I can't talk about this right now. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm flooded or whatever, but I can come back to that in an hour. That at least gives him a space to know that you're going to come back and talk about it.
So he's asked me to do that before too. He's like, even if it's like a week, and then I just feel like when I'm shutting down, I just can't talk. Like I physically cannot talk. I cannot bring that voice out of me to talk. Like the only thing I can say is that I don't want to deal with it or I want to leave. And the thing that I say a lot is that I just want to go home. And that was what I was saying a lot when I was here. And then because I don't have a car right now as well too, I feel like I'm stuck and I can't go home to wherever my home was when I feel unsafe. And I think to me, my home is just to go back to my mom and just be able to cry in her arms. Like I really wanted to call my mom this weekend and just cry with her. But then I didn't want her to ask me what's going on with you and Ben, because then she's gonna be like, he's not a good guy kind of thing. Like she's only gonna hear one side of the story where I'm like, it's not just that. Like I just want to cry with her.
That's a lot to think about though, and it's a lot to process. So it's easy for me to be outside of your dynamic and just say, if this is what you feel like you need to do for that little girl, then I need you to do it. You need to think about what you need to do for yourself. I understand that, but I think for you, I would just think about why you feel like you need to protect that. With that, anytime you speak up like that, you're pulling that little girl from the corner, just so you know. You're speaking up for her, right? And so that's what I'm saying, like in terms of like wanting to hold back on some of this, is people are going to have their opinions. And if they don't want to accept the truth, they're going to find somebody to blame. We blame to kind of like discharge our pain, right? Like
it says, be the change you wish to see in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually don't have training till the 3rd, which is Saturday at 12. He said he switched it to Saturdays.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
So I'll be hitting at the field at 12. Over your chicken?
My chicken, that's your chicken.
Okay, I'll have the chicken.
Come on, Abby, let's go. Come on,
All right, vámonos. You forgot your vitamins.
I want to take my vitamins.
I'm not letting you walk out the door.
Okay, well, give me my vitamins because I gotta go.
You tend to forget these every day. One.
It's just the yellow one. I can't do the yellow one.
It's the taste, huh? But it's the best one for you. It's for your energy and metabolism. It's vitamin B complex.
Isn't it vitamin D3? Oh, it is B complex.
Very good for you. So, just because it doesn't taste the greatest, doesn't mean it's not good for you, right?
How's my posing?
Perfect. All right. Come on, Abby.
Can you get my wallet, please?
Yes. Don't reach your phone, babe.
Oh, shit. Therapy is a huge validation for me. I actually found that through a client of mine, actually. She was venting to me about her personal life. And then that's when I told her about some of my traumatic childhood. And she told me that she was going to therapy and how much it has helped her, and that her friend was also a therapist and that it could also help me too if I was interested. I was actually looking into a therapist like 2 years ago. I just never really pulled the trigger on doing it because 2 years ago, my mindset was if you're seeing a therapist then something's wrong with you or something like that. But now doing it myself, I realized that people do need therapists in this world. Like it's a huge help. Like it really gives you that validation that you need for yourself when nobody else is giving it to you or you can't give it to yourself. I like doing it online because I feel like when she's asking me to like really talk about my feelings, I can be like, hold on real quick, and then like kind of really sit down and think about it rather than her being in person, then where I'm gonna feel pressure that I have to tell her right then, right away. And it's flexible with my hours too, with being at the gym and coming back home. So the reason why I wanted to compete was because I wanted to set a goal for myself, and it's not just any goal. I feel like this goal is very challenging to me because I've never competed before. It is a challenging goal, and my clients are seeing me go through it, and it motivates them to want to push towards their goal even more because they also have a weight loss goal or gaining a butt goal, and sometimes they feel like they can't do it and they feel like it's tough. And then I tell them about my competition, my training, and my eating. They're like, oh, that's really hard. Like what I'm doing is I got it then, I can do it. And it motivates them to actually want to do better for themselves too.
Trying to run it up while I'm here. Really, I am what I is. I went and became who they fear. She want me to be someone different. Nah. All of this ice in my veins. Lately it feel like my mind is out of their range. I'm healing and funnel the pain. Let me stop for a minute to see all this shit that we never did think we would see. We was just kids in the cul-de-sac. That ass in the class with a giant heart. The memory caught in a photograph.